My name is Ronnie Cruz, and this is Path of the Network Marketer.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about organic growth versus paid growth. Organic versus paid growth. An important conversation, I think, as we, build our businesses and expand our growth. Scaling that business and scaling our marketing is important, and part of that scaling is moving, using some of your finances and your revenue and throwing that into marketing, right? Throwing that into paid ads or sponsored content. It's a valuable tool that you can leverage again to scale your business to the next level. However, I think it's something that you really got to be careful when you're considering it, right? For me, where I am right now with my marketing, as I'm learning online marketing, I don't feel like I'm quite there yet. And I say this because in the past I've used my money inadvertently, of course. I've used my money to learn, right? To learn. I've invested in businesses before in the past, and that have taught me very valuable lessons. That said, I probably could have learned those lessons without having dumped all that cash into those businesses, right? Instead of learning from the school of hard knocks, I could have learned before I invested into those things. And so I'm approaching, paid content and paid growth the same way. Yes, it does have incredible amount of value if you're ready to scale your business and your marketing. However, for me, I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet with what I'm learning right now. I still feel like there's so much more for me to learn that I can learn for free for the most part, without having to kind of allow my dollars and my expenditures to be those things that teach me lessons, right? Throwing a bunch of ad dollars into paid content and promoted ads, and then learning the hard way of what doesn't work, right? I still can, I think, for free, refine my skills and copy and improve my content creation. Heck, I don't even have anything for those ads to point to in the first place. I'm really I mean, cautious, I guess, is the right word, but why wouldn't you be, right? Like we're living in a time where we should all be a little bit more cautious with where we throw our dollars. I also recognize that most people coming into network marketing don't have extra dollars to spend on marketing in the first place. And so, you really want to be careful with that. You already have to spend money on your products or services every month or whatever the situation might be for your company. You already have to spend money on, help building your business, traditionally by going to events. And sometimes that involves travel and the expenses that revolves around travel. Holy cow, it's crazy right now. There's already a lot of output, and most people coming into network marketing aren't really at that break-even point, let alone have extra money to devote to marketing. So really be cautious and proceed into, even if you're looking at online marketing, step into that paid growth very, very cautiously, because I, again, don't want you to use your money as the thing that teaches you very hard lessons when there's still so much more that you can learn for free, right? I think that's basically my point. Again, not to knock the value of paid growth, because it's important. I think very soon get to a point in my marketing and in my own business growth where I'll need to start employing paid growth, but I'm not quite there yet. I mean, I don't even have the guide ready. I know. I've been talking about this a lot, and I've been promising that I'll have this guide ready for you. But the more I dive into it, I mean, there's a lot in there, guys. I'm giving you a lot of content in this guide. So just be ready. I want it to be good, and I want it to be really, really, I want it to be full of value. It's going to be free. So I'm giving it all away. However, just because it's free, I don't want it to be cheap, right? I want it to provide as much value as it can provide for you to help you really start this journey journey and start taking these iterative steps, right? Like we talked about in the last episode, until you get to a point where you can scale and use your ad and marketing budget to promote and push your content out there for paid growth, right? So yeah, this is really, I mean, that's kind of where I am with this. Again, so much more to learn and so much that you can learn without having to dump money into something that ends up being a difficult learning process. So that's the message for today. Hopefully that makes sense. If you're not already following us on Facebook, come follow me on Facebook. It's Ronnie Cruz 11 on Instagram and TikTok. It's the Ronnie Cruz. And of course, come join our Facebook community, facebook.com/group/path of the network marketer. I go live there a couple of times a week, so you're not going to want to miss that extra content. But you know, beyond that, fresh new episode from me tomorrow. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.